everyone, this is King David. Thanks for subscribing. I'm amazed by how fast we're growing on the channel. I just want to say thank you to everyone sticking to the channel, your encouraging comments, and how you guys are enjoying the video. I'm really grateful. So yeah, I was working on another strategy for you guys, some updates on the people and some other strategies. But then I started getting some panicking comments because there was an update on the indicator that I gave you guys on Tradingview, the multi-pips strategy that I gave you guys on how to build the cash trap on your Tradingview. So yes, there was an update that canceled you guys getting this. After you go through the same process I taught you guys, when you click this, it's meant to give you what you're seeing on my screen, which is the cash trap, right? But now, if you mistakenly remove this, then you try to add it again, you won't get this anymore. There was an update on it. I don't know why that is, but let's see what you guys will see now if you're adding it now, right? So I will be removing this, then I'll try to add this on the top so that you guys will see what you guys are getting if you are clicking it now. I made this video for the way out on how you can still get your cash trap, right? But I just want you guys to see what's going on first. So now if you press the cash, right, and you come to the multi-pips, right, strategy, this is what it's giving now. It's now bringing a cash trap delete 15 close to. I don't know why. Maybe the indicator producer, the indicator developer has been contacted by IM or something. I don't know. But like I said it earlier on that I have all the indicators that was used in making cash trap. So if I want to build the cash trap myself, I can. So I want to do this video on how you guys, no matter what happens, even if you don't have the indicator that combine all the indicators, if you're on premium, you'll be able to use it. And if you are not on premium, you will still be able to use it as well. There are other ways, there are other indicators which I will be sharing here for you guys to use and still have your cash trap on your trading view and still trade accordingly the way you do. Right? So now let's get into it. What are the things you need to use? What are the things we are looking for to use our cash trap? So now we are not using this anymore. So now what you will be searching for instead of that is you type in multi-pips, right? Multi-pips. Just type multi, M-A-T-T-Y. Once you click it, you are not picking this, you are not picking this. You are picking the multi-pip strategy with alerts. It's done by someone else entirely. It's done by someone else entirely. And it has a lot of users, as you can see. So if you pick multi-pip strategy with alerts, then this is what you are going to get. Although you have to change the settings. You have to change the settings. So I'm going to be showing you guys the settings on my screen so that you guys can screenshot it and make it yours as well. So this is the default here. You are not changing anything here. But on the style, right, you can make your 200 moving average a little bit thicker. Yeah. Then your first Bollinger middle Bollinger band, the first one, BB1 middle, you have to erase your percentage. That's the 18. Moving average 18 is not needed because it is not common. When you use it as the middle Bollinger band, is not common. The market does not really respect it. The only middle Bollinger band that is respected most is the 20 moving average. So you reduce the opacity, then the BB3 middle as well, you reduce it. The only one you are going to leave is the BB2 middle. Then you can make it thicker. You can make the line thicker when you click here, you make the line thicker. So that's that. Then you should have this. Now, if you click that, you are not going to have your arrow. So please, the first thing I want to make sure you guys know, after you've added this, you have your upper band, middle band, this lower band, then the automated support and resistance, The only thing that will change in this new one you will be having is this. Your 200 moving average would not be switching from green to red to green. It will just be this purple color, right? But right, that once the market is above the 200, you're on an uptrend. Once it's below, you're on a downtrend. That red and blue is just like a reminder for you before. Obviously, if you're a cash trap trader, you already know what you're looking for. So that shouldn't bother you, right? So now, the only thing missing here is the arrow. Now, what can you use for the arrow? Before, right, if you type in the MATI, you will have an arrow, but that has been tampered with as well. New people who wants to set it up won't be able to. But if you have it on your Tradingview already, nothing can happen to it. Just make sure you don't mistakenly remove those indicators. Because if you remove them and you want to add them again, that's where you have issue. But make sure if you have the strategy perfected, if you have it on your Tradingview already, if you have it, the one you did already, nothing can happen to it. It should be there. You have your cash trap and you have your strategy. But if you're a new person watching this video right now, you need to go back to the former one. You don't actually need to. You can just follow this way of the setup I'm doing for cash trap and just do it. So after adding this, you search for your cash trap. You can just type your cash trap oscillator 2.0. You know it already. Once you click that, this is what you have. You have your DMI, stock, and RSI. What was used for the arrow is what I want to give you as a tip for this video. So now, what was used for the cash trap arrow is what we call binary blast. Just type in binary, you will see it there. Binary blast version 3. So I need you guys to click that. Once it's clicked, you have it. Once it's clicked, you have it. So now this binary blast only comes up when it has a signal for you. If it's trying to give you a call, but the market is going against it, it will not show that call until it is ready to move. When it's moving is when you see the call. It is what it was used for the arrow, but the only thing is once a particular trade has gone the way of the arrow, the cash trap arrow removes that signal, but this one doesn't remove it. That was the update they did on it on the cash trap arrow. So that once this put is done and is moving to the next signal, you won't see this put anymore. But the original indicator leaves all the former trades that's called out for you. So you'll see all those put calls there. But if it's giving you a signal right now, you see it giving you the call, and if you take it with your other confirmations, you are still good to go with your cash trap. So like I said, you have to really make sure you are perfect with marking up your charts. You are training yourself to mark up and get all the support. You can see the call arrow was what it was giving, but it was going down, so it did not bring out that call arrow until when it saw it that okay, it's going up. That's when it gave the call arrow. So you are still good to go with your cash trap with all these indicators I gave you guys. I'm giving you guys. This is for those that do not have the premium. With these 3 indicators, you still have your cash trap. With these three indicators, you still have your cash trap. With these three indicators, you still have your cash trap. Oh, okay. I think you guys might have a little issue that I want to solve. I want to reset the settings of this and reset it for you guys to see what I'm doing. So this is how this indicator will look like when you actually, let me hide the binary blast. When you had it at first, this is how it's going to be. So I want you guys to follow what I am going to do right now to get what I just showed you earlier, right? You come to the settings here. So now, like I said, you make the EMA bigger to differentiate it from the bands, right? So now I told you the first middle Bollinger bands we don't need. So we reduce the opacity to 0, so it doesn't show at all. The second one is what we are using, but because I'm using a black screen, I'll change it to white, right? So the third middle, BB3 middle, we don't need that as well. That's the 22 moving average. We reduce it to 0 as well. So we have just one line on the middle band. So now, the other thing we want to do is our bands on the cash trap has been updated. These lines are not the same. The middle ones are thicker than the upper and lower one. We want all of them to be the same length. So we come to the settings again. So the first upper one, we check it. You put the thickness to the third one. That's just what we're doing. The middle one, okay, so we've gotten the first one. The middle one is already in 3. Let me show you guys. You can see it's already in 3. So we don't touch that one. Then the last one, the lower one, the upper lower one, we change that to 3 as well. That when that is done, you come to the first lower BB1, you take that to 3. Then the BB3 lower as well, you change it to 3 as well. So that all of them will be the same thickness. One more thing I want us to do. This the indicator itself gives some kind of arrows. It gives a fake ups and downs, but I don't use it. You might test it out and see if it's helpful for you guys, but I don't use it. So I reduce it to 0. The opacity, I reduce it to 0 as well. So I come here and I drag it down to the 0. Then the second one as well, I drag it down to the 0. Then I think I'm good to go. So I have my cash trap. It's just the binary blast that gives me the signal, and when the signal goes along with my other confirmation, that's when I take my trade. It's as simple as that. So the only difference between new thing I'm teaching you guys and what we have before, let me show you guys. This is what we have before. This is GU. This is what we have now. This is GU. We have the same thing. Maybe I should try and let me try and put this beside each other, have the same thing. Okay. So this is what we have before, right? This is what we have now. Are you guys seeing the screen? This is what we have before. The only difference is this changes the color as it's moving here, but our 200 moving average here is still the same color. We have our 20 EMA the same way. We have our upper band the same thing. Then we have our automated support and resistance exactly the same way. The only reason why we are seeing all these things right is because, before I gave you guys this indicator, binary or something that gives you a better support and resistance. So if you put it up, we have the same thing. There is no difference. The only difference is when the cash trap arrow gives you this here and this call, right? This one does not show, because when it's going against the signal is given, it will disappear because it's not ready yet. It will only give you that signal when the market is ready and you take it with your other confirmations. So I hope we all get what we're doing here today. This is very simple. Just add this and you still have your cash trap. You don't have nothing to worry about. One good thing about this is this new one I'm giving you guys is done by someone different entirely. So it can't be tampered with. It can't be tampered with. Then two, stick around. I'm still going to do a video. I'll do one more video. I just did this for those panicking on the comment that, okay, they just came to the channel and they're trying to build it, but it's not giving them. So this video can give you guys the update on how to build it, even without the messed up one. But if you have the cash trap on your channel already, or if you have the cash trap on your trading view already, please make sure you don't mistakenly remove it, because you might not be able to get it. Then you have to do this as well. So with this, you guys are still good to go on your cash trap and trade accordingly. I hope you guys learned something. Please, like I used to say, the more you are perfect with your okay, can you guys see the call I gave was there? The call this signal is giving right now is there and giving a put right now, just like your arrow will do. Okay, let me show you something. So now we are on this. Can you guys see that it's the same thing? The cash trap arrow is giving a down arrow right now. Can you guys see? The only difference is there's a put here. But if you check here, right, the moment this thing turns to green, the binary blast will disappear. See, it's giving the put right now. Just like your cash trap arrow is giving you the put. It's the same thing. That was the indicator used for the arrow. They just made it in such a way that once it has given the signal, instead of you to see the call that date is showing here, right now, this call, it will disappear and move to the next signal it's just giving you. That's the difference. It's the same thing. So with this, you can still trade with your cash trap, nothing to worry about. So the next video I'm going to be doing is all these indicators that were joined together. How can you add them individually and just add your own? How can you add them individually, build it yourself, so that even when anybody wants to take away the indicator on Tradingview, you can sit down with a premium Tradingview and build your cash trap yourself without any fear of anyone, messing up with any indicator. So I want to give you guys all the indicators that is needed to build cash trap. Although you might need to add like 9 or 10 indicators. So you have to have a premium. But for those who are on free, with things that I just did in this video, you guys are good to go. And I believe you can do this. So thank you very much for sticking to the channel. I hope I'm still adding value to you. Another strategy is coming up, but this is for cash trap traders that are panicking and they are like they just got to my channel and they really want to build it as well. For us that has it already, we have nothing to worry about. Nothing can happen to it except you remove it yourself. If you don't remove it, your strategy is yours and it's on your trading view forever. So this is for those who are just joining and they are not for premium and they want to build cash trap. I hope you guys have learned. Please stick around. More strategies are still coming on. Thank you very much once again, and God bless.